welcome to my channel. My name is Christiana. Today I want to talk about the second coming of Christ. There's a dream that I had last year about the second coming of Christ. I was standing on a park. It was a huge park, and on my right hand side I saw 3-story buildings, and these were residential buildings, because in the balconies of those flats that were in the story buildings, you could see people hanging their clothes. So these were residential story buildings, and as I was looking towards that park, what I saw really shocked me. I saw that the building that was in the middle, it was like a sinkhole opened underneath that building, and the entire building just entered the ground. And I was so shocked, and I was wondering, oh my God, what happened? What just happened here? And I thought, oh my God, all the people that are in that building are just going to be buried alive. It was quite scary. As I was wondering what was going on, I tend to look in front of me, and then I saw another sinkhole open right in front of me. Really big sinkhole opened right in front of me, and everything that was in that area, it was a park, so there was just grass on the ground. It just all entered the ground. The entire soil in that part of the park, really huge area of the park, just entered the ground, and there was a big hole. And I was really scared, because I thought, oh my God, if this happens where I'm standing, I am going to be buried alive. And as I was just wondering what was going on, beyond that sinkhole that was in front of me, I saw Jesus Christ was standing on the ground, and there were about 10 people behind him. And how do I know it was Jesus Christ? Even though I've never seen Jesus Christ, but when you see Jesus, you will automatically know that this is Jesus. He was standing at the end of that sinkhole, which was opposite me, but it was a huge sinkhole, so I couldn't really see properly exactly. Like, I can't describe his hair or his clothes or the people specifically, but I knew that it was a group of people and Jesus was standing in the middle of them. So I was saying to myself, oh my God, the second coming of Jesus Christ has happened, and I didn't go. I was so afraid that I am gonna go to hell, because Jesus was already on the ground, and as far as I was concerned, the rapture was gonna happen before Jesus comes. So if I am still on the ground, that means the rapture has happened and I didn't go. And I was beginning to panic and thinking, what am I gonna do? And as I was looking and wondering and just in a state of shock and saying all kinds of things to myself, I saw in the horizon, I saw people being lifted. So I was in a park, so I could see what was going on around the area, because I was not blocked by buildings or trees, so I could see very far away. And I saw people being lifted from the ground and going into the sky. From as far as my eyes could see, people were being lifted the ground and they were going up into the skies. And then I thought, oh my God, so this is what the rapture is actually happening right now when Jesus is on the ground. This makes me think that I no longer really believe in pre-tribulation rapture. I believe that the rapture and the second coming of Jesus Christ are the same thing. Like, when Jesus comes, that's when the rapture is gonna happen. And this is what I actually saw, that a lot of people were being lifted off the ground and they were going up into the skies. And as I was standing, I thought, oh my God, the rapture is actually happening now, and I am still on the ground. So somehow I am still not going. And as I was wondering and thinking about all of this, I saw myself also being lifted off the ground and going into the sky. So I could see what was happening with the people that were lifted before me. And what was happening was that all of these people were gathering above where Jesus was standing. I said before that Jesus was on the ground at the other side of the sinkhole. But above him in the skies, that's where all the people that were being lifted off the ground, they were all gathering above where Jesus was. And I saw what actually happens to the people when they get to where Jesus was. Like, they turn into a form of a cloud. When the Bible says that, so you know, when the Bible says that the in a moment, in a twinkle of an eye, that we will be changed. That was what I was saying. The people were automatically being changed, but they were being changed into a cloud. It was like people were just turning into a cloud. And if you look into the cloud, so there was a cloud forming above Jesus, which were like the people were changing into some kind of a cloud. And when you look into the cloud, you could see faces drawn in the clouds. It's very difficult to really describe, but you know how when you look in the sky, sometimes you can see shapes and images, like there are images form in the cloud. That's how it looked like the people were being turned into clouds, and they had faces in the clouds. So as many as were being lifted were able to fit into that cloud, and Jesus was on the ground. And as soon as I got to the place and I saw what was going on, I woke up, and it was a wonderful experience. I was really in shock for days for what I saw. So the second coming is really near, and we have to prepare ourselves. And I'm gonna talk a lot more about what is gonna happen before the time of the rapture.